My sweet and lovely Pisces, this is your horoscope for March 2025, and March will make you focus on your money, on your earning skills, and how you earn money and your value, self-esteem. This second house will be hugely emphasized whole March, and March will be positive. Believe me, it's amazing, stunning month. We have two eclipses, one lunar, one solar. They always come in pairs, and they are amazingly stunning and positive. Yes, eclipses can be positive, and it's sort of like a gifts from the universe to whole humanity after so many not so much eclipses, let's say. These are really amazing ones. I can't believe they are happening, and I can't wait them to happen. Actually, they are amazing, and specifically for you, you will be happy to hear of what's to come in March. So stay with me until end of the video to know all the details. Now, even though we will have two planets retrograding, meaning slowing down everything in March, seems like we won't be even noticing them because these eclipses will bring positive news, amazing, opportunities. They will propel prosperity, positivity. All the things will be magical, and it seems like we will be flying, like we have wings from the news of these eclipses. Now, eclipses, they are amazing tools of the universe to correct our destiny to the true path, to better self, better life, and better path, let's say, if we are going sideways. And eclipses usually bring once in a lifetime events like getting married or moving somewhere or changing something which changes our lives drastically, in a split second. Usually they happen abruptly, but these ones are positive ones, so you will love the change. Now, let's talk about this two planets retrograding a little bit, and then we go through eclipses. Now, first one from the get go, 2nd of March, we have Venus retrograding in your house of money. Now, Venus is planet of money, plus it's a planet of beauty and love, and it's retrograding, meaning slowing down, moving backwards. Now, Venus retrogrades every a year and a half for 40 days and 40 nights. Now, we have 40 days and 40 nights not to do any plastic surgeries because it's a beauty planet, or any medical surgeries, procedures, or any radical changes to your appearance. Now, only 40 days, please bear this, Venus. Because the result, you might not like the results, or you might want to change it afterwards. Something will be disappointing there, so anything can go wrong. So better not to do anything radically shifting your appearance. Try to postpone all those procedures until second half of April, because Venus is going to retrograde until April 13th. Now it will start retrograding in your second house. The second house is about money, and it's about values. Venus itself is a planet, rules our values, our priorities, and here, like, our comfort. Seems like you will be in a retrospective mode whole March in terms of related actually to your earning skills, how much you earn, how you earn, are you deserving, let's say, and in general, like your self-esteem. It's about your self-esteem, how much you value yourself. That's how much you're gonna earn. Are you doing the right things? Do you have the right skills? All these things will be in your mind, sort of your financial situation linked to your self-esteem. Whether if we're earning a lot, then it's boosting our self-esteem, right? If it's not, then we are sort of going into depression. But it's actually vice versa, should be. How much you're gonna self value yourself, that's how much you're gonna earn. So you remember that. And seems like Venus will send you on that journey of retrospection and reflection until end of March, because end of March, March 27th, it will crawl back into your first house. Now, we all love Venus in the first house because we're shining when Venus in our first house. But here, Venus is retrograding. So here, for you, it's extra important, extra crucial not to make any changes to your appearance, my dear Pisces. Again, I'm repeating this because you might not like the result. Like, to go back to some style that you had before is okay, because, but still, no medical surgeries, no plastic surgeries, but just, let's say, haircut, or I don't know, going back to wearing the same style of clothes, or um, something which is like not so much of a change, let's say going back to some things is okay. And Venus will give you also a journey of priorities, prioritizing what kind of priorities you have in life, what kind of plan for your future you have in life. First house is all about that. Now, Mercury will also retrograde. It's a second personal planet. Because they are personal, we usually feel these retrogrades through more directly. They manifest in our life through events, through people, through situations. And Mercury will start retrograding on 15th of March until April 7th. So pretty much the same journey as Venus, because Mercury will start retrograding in your second house. And it's a planet of mind. It's a planet of communication, all the things that we speak, talk, think, and also data and information. You will have to double check whole March and April, all the information coming through, all the data, especially related to your work. You might actually get contacted from your previous boss or manager or previous colleagues. You might work again with those people on some project, or for example, you liked working with someone. If you work for yourself, then it might be about client. Some client might come back during Mercury retrograding in second house. Those clients might come back that are trustworthy and that worked before with you together. Or you might also work together with some collaborators, with someone who you did some projects, let's say, and you liked it. So there will be an option to go back and do something again together, because and Venus and Mercury is pointing to that in your house of work, house of earning skills. You might earn money through that. Now, by the end of March, 30th of March, Mercury will also slip back into your first house. So these two planets, you see, whole March is pressing on your second house, that part of your life, money related and job related. But in April, by the end of March, you will feel this switch when it will move into your first house. Now, this will be extra important. April and March will be extra important for you guys, my dear Pisces, not to make any drastic changes to your appearance, because first house is all about appearance, how we look, how people see us. So for you, should be no plastic surgeries and medical surgeries if possible. Now, they will almost finish like retrograding almost at the same degree. So you see, they go hand in hand. And seems like universe is making you to focus on those parts of your life, my dear Pisces. Now, let's talk about eclipses. I would want to say here that I'm gonna make a whole separate video on eclipses, so stay tuned for that one, because there I'll give more details. And here I would like to mention briefly that eclipses are perfect tools of the universe, like elevators. I call them elevators. They have a power instantly lift us to the 10th floor. And this full moon, the first one, is happening on 14th of March, lunar eclipse. Always allow these eclipses 3 months before, 3 months after to unfold. totally the situation. Some of you guys might have gotten already news of this eclipse. Now, those of you who were born 13th of March, plus or minus 5 days, you will be affected the most with this eclipse. Or if you have any placement, any planet at 23 degrees, basically of any sign, you will also get the news of this eclipse. Now, this one is happening in your house of marriage. Amazing one, super strong, positive one, my dear Pisces. Uranus, planet of surprises, that is situated in your news house, and Mars, that is situated in your true love house. They both of them, they will support this eclipse. They're gonna send amazing beams, and it seems like there will be some news related to babies, like for example pregnancy, or some proposal, unexpected happy moment, surprise moment proposal, or you might pop the question here. But again, I remind you, Venus is retrograding. Don't get married, like let's say don't sign marriage papers in March and April. Better to postpone until end of April, but you can make a whole celebration. It's okay. When people sign papers, marriage papers to be specific, during Venus retrograde, love gradually fades away. There will be lack of warmth in your marriage. There will be less and less, let's say, warmth and more cold. That's why better to postpone the signing papers. But if there is a celebration, you can, no worries, celebrate your marriage. Now, anyhow, there will be a love situation for some of you guys, but Saturn will oppose this eclipse, but no worries again. Uranus and Mars will mitigate the effects of Saturn. They will try to make it gentler. So Saturn will be here more of like a gentle reminder that you might feel the heaviness of getting married, of getting shared your life with someone, or that now you will need to second opinion, let's say, before you go somewhere or do something. You might feel a bit of a stress here because Saturn is in your first house, especially your plans and priorities. You might need to squeeze in that person, your one and only, into your future plans and priorities. There might be going something like against. Maybe you wanted like move somewhere, but now you're getting married and you're happy, but at the same time it takes time. Or your one and only doesn't want to move to that place, and you will need to now somehow come to one decision, like consensus, to meet each other maybe, um, at some like middle point. So all these things, like you and other people, priorities gonna clash, and especially about future plans, or it might be about children. For example, if you are married already, happily married, there might be sort of let's say different points of opinion with you and your hubby or wifey related to kids, like when to get them, when to have them, or if you have them, related to their future, like which school they're gonna go, all these things, whatever relates to kids. There might be some sort of disagreement, but as again, as I said, this eclipse is highly positive. That's why it seems like there won't be any problem for you guys to find mid-term here, because ruler of this eclipse will be in your second house of values, conjunct Venus, planet of love and money. Seems like you will find that middle ground and you will be happy with your decision, and also you're gonna value that decision. Now, for some of you, if you say it's not about kids and it's not about love, it can be completely about business, because seventh house is also rules all business relationships. Now, you might finally sign the deal, signing papers all of a sudden, because Uranus is in your signing paper house, and seventh house is collaboration. Now, Mars is about business. You might, let's say, open a business all of a sudden, or if you had such a desire but didn't have an opportunity, that opportunity will present itself all of a sudden, and everything will be quick, and it will need your quick decision here, and that decision will propel money. You will gain finances from your open business, my dear Pisces, possibly with this eclipse, as a one of a million examples of what can be happening here, based looking at your list, planets. Now, anyhow, I will make a whole separate video, as I said, where I will talk more in detail and give you more examples. So stay tuned for that one, and always check your rising sign and moon sign, because all the horoscopes are written for rising sign, my dear Pisces. That's why 99% we can relate to rising sign more, and also moon sign, depending what time and place you were born. So check all three to get more insights. Now, second eclipse, new moon solar eclipse, will happen 29th of March in your money house. This one is amazing. As I said, this money house will be extremely important and, lit in your chart. This eclipse I call destiny, something destined happening, something fateful is happening here, something according to faith and karma. Now, those of you who are born 26th of February, plus or minus 5 days, you will be affected the most. Or if you have any placements of planets at 8 degrees of basically any sign, you will get a double dip of this eclipse. Now, this eclipse is highly, highly stunning. It's amazing. I can't believe my eyes actually that I can witness this eclipse. There is no bad aspects, no negative aspects with this eclipse. It's an amazing one. Something valuable is happening here. As I said, I call this a destiny eclipse. All the destiny planets, all the karmic planets are taking huge part in this one. And it's a new moon, it's a new energy, something new bubbling up here. Something new is coming to change your life once and for all, and for better, my dear Pisces. Pluto, planet of transformation, will send supportive beams to that eclipse from your 12th house of spirituality and far lands. Now, if you've been waiting for your visa or passport or citizenship, seems like you might finally get it, and you will be happy with that. Possibly forever you're going to change your citizenship, or forever you're going to move to somewhere else. That is something that holds value, that was something that you've been working towards long time. You might get that citizenship or some news about your status in a foreign country, especially about passports, like changing, because Pluto rules all things foreign, all people foreign, or that person that you've been waiting for a long time to visit you might come visit you finally, might agree on something that you've been trying to forge, let's say, as an example, and that person will be located somewhere far. Or there could be a new job offer, or a position upgrade, let's say promotion might be happening. It is related to income source. New moon is a new income source, my dear Pisces. For you, it will come from far, possibly with relocation package, to make you relocate somewhere, some new place. And it's not a city, it's a country, somewhere far. And even possibly to some island, isolated place, because 12 house is like that kind of places, or near nature, I don't know, like Amazonia, somewhere which is isolated, or it could be military service that will pay off great money, or it can be some hospital, could be also like working, especially if you're working in that area. The ruler of this eclipse is Mars, will receive amazing beams from another two karmic destiny planets, Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is in your first house, ready to move out by May from your sign. Stay a little bit longer, just keep pushing, and Saturn will move out from your sun, my dear Pisces. Now, and Uranus, planet of surprises, from your news house. Now, there will be some news, surprising and positive, and also long-term news that will affect you in a more prosperous ways. Mars will be in your fifth house, house of, true love. Someone that you're dating, for example, there might be some news. Or if you are single, this eclipse speaks to you. You might meet someone who will be precious, your one and only, and will have a potential to stay possibly forever in your life, my dear Pisces. Now it's about love house. For some of you, it's about children, you might get a news that you're pregnant, or that you, let's say, you might deliver around this time a baby, because it's a baby's house. Now, fifth house is also business house. Here, those of you who've been trying, especially to, open your business or establish your business, you will have this chance from this eclipse. And it seems like by the end of March, you might open the doors of your own store or any type of business, actually, online or offline, it doesn't matter. But anyhow, here is like the new energy in your income source of, chart. We will speak more in detail in a separate video for this eclipse, which I will make definitely. But this is stunning one. You would not want to miss that video, so stay tuned, subscribe, and always check your rising and moon sign. Now, by the end of March, we have another huge transit going on. 30th of March, Neptune goes into your same second house. Now, this is a very great news because Neptune is your ruler, and Neptune is linked to oceans, which are boundaryless. It's limitless, right? There is no boundaries to ocean. Just imagine that. And it's going into your money house. How perfect is that? Now, Neptune in next 14 years has a potential to make it your money as flowing as ocean. My dear Pisces, you have amazing chances. Now, until October 22nd, it will stay in your second house. Will show you sort of like a movie trailer of what's to come in the next 14 years, because it will retrograde back, meaning it will move back into your first house where it was for the last 14 years, because Neptune spends 14 years in each sign. That's why it's slow. And it will go back into your second house in January 2026 for a long 14 years. Now, this is a once in a lifetime aspect. Only it never happened when before, like while we lived, and it will never happen again until our days, because last time Neptune was in your second house was back in 19th century, from 1861 until 1875. That's how long this Neptune takes to come to this part of your chart. And it's slow moving planet, it's spiritual planet, it affects us more spiritually. But here, like, notice, try to be aware of things from end of March until end of October, of what will be possibilities, what will be going on in your life. When Neptune will be in your second house of income and money, it will make there like a lot of possibilities for you to earn money. It will open the doors. Neptune is like oceans, like water. It's a blue planet, opening doors, opening possibilities, opportunities for you to make tons of money. And also unconditional love. Neptune is a planet of love, and second house is planet of values. You will start valuing your one and only, or if you don't have, then you will start sort of seeing through pink glasses, let's say, this love concept, like to fall in love, to deeply fall in love, unconditional love. What is that? Like, even if you don't have anyone in your life, this concept will be pretty much as a faith, specifically to have this kind of deep sort of unconditional love. Anyhow, all these things are coming in the next 14 years, beginning 30th of March as a trailer. So stay tuned for whole separate video, because I will make a separate video as it deserves it, where we dive deep into a historical event, what was going on for whole humanity and what to expect, if that is interesting. And I'm sure it is interesting things, actually, facts. And I will also go through each zodiac sign and will speak specifically to you what it will mean and what to expect from Neptune in your financial house, money house, in the next 14 years. And Neptune is your ruler, my dear Pisces. Especially those of you who are in art, actors and singers, you will be in a double dip of luck, my dears. Now, I wish you amazing March and happy birthday to those of you who are born March Pisces. I love you all. Bye bye.